Okay, so last time on Divine Contention, the town of Leylon was invaded by two different cults, the cult of Merkel and the cult of Talos. As you were fighting through, the dragon Emendeth arrived in the town, briefly did battle with you, and then proceeded to the Tower of Thalavar, where his astral, not astral, ethereal self plucked the rune stone from the ethereal plane from above the tower and flew away laughing maniacally. As Murook said, "Oh crap, I bound my soul to that stone. This isn't good." But from atop a nearby hilltop, you saw the high priest of the cult of Merkel, a man named Mortus, on a skeleton horseback. And when you approached him, you saw him about to do battle with the leader of the cult of Talos. But where Veriphys quickly made work one side of the conflict, using her magical tower, her portable magical tower. And as you whittled down the Talos cult members, its leader, Fraudy Storm Swarm, agreed to make a pact with you to try to take down Mortus and Merkel, because them in possession with the Ruined Stone is not going to be a good thing. Where, in that moment, the god Talos appeared in the thunderclouds above and promptly smoked her.
But Talos was apparently not feeling very cooperative that day.
No. So, the Battle of Leylon, while you drove off the cultist, kind of was not the best ordeal. Much of the town was kind of ruined once again. A number of town council members were killed. While many civilians survived, many did not. The most personal to you, though, was probably the owner of the
peculiarity shop.
Peculiarity shop. It's like aluminum. Can't say it very much. Who turns out to be one of the original Swords of Leylon members, and in a otherworldly form, he was helping you on his quest because no one in the town even knew he existed.
We saw phantoms, friends.
Peculiarity. Once someone says it, I can say it just fine.
And I would say Murook was kind of figured that something odd was going on because, well, I mean, having been in Sigil, he recognized a little shop that appears out of nowhere as a giant red flag that something is beyond peculiar about it.
Mm-hmm.
Super peculiar.
All right. So
one could even say odd.
So during this time, Marigold Bright Shrine, the priest at the shrine of the Thander, decided to take it upon himself to head to Neverwinter and once for all plead Leylon's case to that they need more protection, despite the fact that, you know, what good does it do now? He still feels it's kind of within his duty. Veriphys goes along with him as they begin to trek on foot. So he's gone for many days as you guys help clean up the town, take care of the dead, and begin to rebuild. About a week has passed. Murook, you have not turned to dust yet, so that's good.
Hey, well, that's a positive outlook. But again, the threat of it is still very much there.
Yeah, I mean, you could just at any time.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Pop.
Could be any moment now.
I move away from Murook.
In case
Oh,
it's contagious.
I won't explode.
I don't.
Oh, we don't know
But
what
I'm pretty sure you'll see the explosion where you'll probably see the explosion for quite a ways. If I suddenly drop dead.
Yeah, whenever Murook walks down the streets, people are like, kind of like murmuring, and the word has got around that like he's kind of involved with the artifact that was stolen, and that he just could blow up and nuke the town at any moment.
Once again, I have to correct people that I will not be the one blowing up. I'll just drop over dead, or actually, I'll be deader than dead.
I get the feeling that somebody in the party probably started the rumor.
Yeah, they just
No names.
They just, like,
It was Sally on her newspaper.
Yeah, it was. Thanks, Sally.
after they hear the exclamation, they're just like, oh, okay, and just kind of awkwardly walk away.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, good news, I'm not going to blow up. Bad news, my immortal soul is now in danger.
So as the days pass, suddenly in the distance from in the marsh, you see the silhouette of a ship. And sometime later, the rowboat arrives to the quayside, carrying a Father Marigold, and plus a certain pirate captain that many of you will remember when he visited the Bronze Shrine.
Mom?
It is Dragon Mom. Their bronze, or a dark bronze-like skin, in full pirate attire. It is what was her name? The Worm Mother.
Something like that.
The Great Mother Worm. Lama Hanstrez. And she's
Just
arrived
kind
with Father Marigold, and immediately when Lilisula runs up, gives her a hug, she hugs back.
100,000%. That is exactly what happens.
Yeah,
You didn't. I didn't even need to tell you that I was going to do that because I did.
She says, "Oh, young one, I've missed you."
Everything's awful.
Oh, yes. Have you been keeping good care of my sword?
Oh, take care of me.
I knew it would. I see my training is not going to waste.
Not even.
And she nods to the rest of you too. Lemon, Murook, Zyzzyx, the newcomer, Selena. And from behind a bush, Sally pops out and waves. Hello.
Sally pushes the swear button.
I thought you uninstalled that.
I thought you didn't have that anymore.
Yeah, I thought I taught you better, young lady. She helps Marigold out of the rowboat. He's like, kind of has like a sickly expression on his face. It's like, oh, the sea does not agree with me. Oh, I'm glad to be on dry land once more. He like kind of kneels over. Ooh, a false alarm, farce alarm. Okay. Lathander be praised. Lathander be praised.
Again, well, not everyone was meant to be out on the Mother Sea.
Well, as you can see, I met an old acquaintance of yours in Neverwinter. She was grateful enough to give me a ride here on her vessel, so I wouldn't have to make the trip on foot, horseback, ponyback.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Didn't someone go with you?
There's a number of guards too that went with him. Oh, and Veriphys. Yeah, I don't know. She's flying around as a dragon. Ooh. Look at
Guess
that.
she didn't.
Impressive.
Guess she decided not to. Guess she decided to take the long way back.
Sometimes the dragon just needs to feel the wind beneath their wings in the open sea.
Sometimes the
You
dragon
are
just
the
needs to
wind
drag on.
beneath my wings.
Anyways, how did getting help from Neverwinter go?
Well, the High Lord Neverember was very dismayed that his investment in Leylon has not yielded results, and, in fact, is practically a failure because most of his people are dead. His words, not mine. He looks very frustrated.
Oh,
I fear we
He's
may
got-
not have much support from Neverwinter moving forward unless we can rebuild the town and get it back up and running. And to best do that, and Lord Neverember agrees, is to take care of these cultists once and for all.
But he's
me.
not actually going to do anything to help, is he?
Well,
He delegates like a good ruler should.
he's going to offer a healthy sackful of gold.
I do like gold.
Sometimes that's all the motivation people needs. And although the leader of the Talos cult was slain,
Yes.
the undead dreadnought that is their home base is still floating and must be taken care of. And that's where my dragon friend comes in.
Your dragon friend, my dragon mom.
Oh, yes. She goes, mother worm, if you please.
Yeah, my mother worm.
So he's saying this as he's posting two quests to the quest board here.
Not like we need the reward, but we're going to do it anyways.
Saying, well, we're in agreement that Evandeth and Mortus with the Ruined Stone is the perhaps bigger threat. We actually have the location of the dreadnought. Thanks to Mother Worm here. And he kind of like gestures to her. And she says, was my sworn duty to protect the Sword Coast. And I feel I have failed in that respect.
You weren't. I mean, you weren't in your right mind at the time, and it was not. And you can't be blamed for that. And since you've come around, you seem like you're going to rectify any mistakes that have been made. And so, yeah, it's all good.
I do admit, after I regained myself, it did take some time to get my sea legs, you could say. Get back to my old self.
Yeah. That makes. I mean, that makes perfect sense. I mean, one doesn't just snap back from having, their mental anguish pushed time and time and time again. You gotta sit and reevaluate and go forward from there.
And that I have. Once I heard of the attack on your city, I made it my mission to locate the dreadnought, and in all honesty, it's not that hard to find. A maelstrom surrounds it as it travels off to sea. If the legends of this dreadnought are true, then its soul originated from across the oceans in an exotic land, and I feel now that its leader is gone, it's returning to it. And if we're going to make a strike against the dreadnought, we must do so quickly.
I mean, on the one hand, I would very much like to go find Mortis in that ruined stone because I don't want to just drop dead.
Yeah.
But we don't know where they are. We don't even know where to begin with that. Though I suspect, though I have a feeling I know there's probably a way to trace the ruined stone using me. But that would
Interesting.
we would
We do. Muriel does pipe up and says, "We do know that Emendeth's lair was once in the Mare of Dead Men. We have scouts searching for it, but I believe the Dreadnought should be our number one priority."
we know where it is. We know exactly where it is, and we can get to it. And we have allies who are willing to help us get there fast. So yeah, as much as I would love to go find the ruined stone right now, and I cannot emphasize that strongly enough. I fully understand that we have that we have to pick. We know where.
Yes, I
What he
understand.
said.
I understand.
I know I'm talking in circles now because I'm just trying to work
If it's any
myself up.
consolation, I believe the fact that Martus hasn't used the Ruined Stone yet means that perhaps he is hesitant.
Oh, you think he might? You think he might suspect treachery of some sort?
Could be any
I
multiple
I think
things.
it's just not to use it.
Oh, the ruined stone is easy as heck to use. That's the problem. But you still have to go. Is there anyone Mortus cares about enough?
I personally don't know the man.
I don't either. But the fact that I'm standing here right now means that that answer might be a yes.
So, Mother Worm continues and says, "Well, I offer you two choices. One, I offer you my ship and her crew, to head into the Maelstrom and approach the Dreadnought. This is, however, potentially dangerous for not only yourself, but my ship and my crew, who I hold very dear. But I am, and they are willing to make the journey. Second option is I offer myself. You can climb aboard my back. We shall brave the storm together.
Oh,
There will be no I will be your only means of entrance and escape.
No, I think
Either way has risk.
True. Okay. I turned to my fellow Pandalorians and we begin discussing this. And I kind of start out with, okay, so do we want a full crew and a boat, or do we want a dragon? And
well, Lily likes the dragon, so I say we go with that.
Feel like a dragon is the right call.
Also, the dragon appears to be Lilisula's mother.
Mother worm.
She says, I will be present on the ship, but I doubt I'll be able to make much use of my natural form
indeed. So,
while I'm commanding the vessel.
Agreed. So it's essentially the oldest argument of all: quality or quantity. I mean, quantity is a quality on its own, but if I had to pick and choose, I think I'd rather go with the dragon.
It would be a rather high risk for the sailors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost guaranteed if we take the sailors. It's almost guaranteed that if we take the ship, some of the sailors are going to die.
True.
And they are willing to make that risk.
And we are
Mother didn't
extremely
raise no fools.
and neither did she raise any cowards.
Yeah, I'd say
But-
the best. I want to avoid any unneeded bloodshed. Blood spilt already.
Yeah, enough people have died for this.
Indeed. I say let's keep it just us and take the dragon.
She also,
Okay.
It's not just a dragon. We're taking Mother.
Mother worm.
We're taking the mother worm.
Mhm.
Yes.
But
And then the old
Of course, if you have any other means to get to the Dreadnought, you're more than welcome to take that avenue.
Well, I mean, to be fair, when I leveled up, one of the spells that I chose was called Wind Walk, which lets us turn into mist for 8 hours with a fly speed of 300. So that could be something fun.
I have a rather unorthodox thought. Discussion with Sally, and she told me where this dreadnought is earlier, and she said that if we have enough time, you might be able to mine out part of the cliff face so it drops entirely on the dreadnought. I'm
I
suspecting
don't think it's in the same location.
No, yeah, it was not.
It's in the middle. Yeah, she says it's in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Then Sally was going off of an old file.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old intel, old map.
Yeah, the galleon is currently sailing the Sea of Swords, and it's on its way out to who knows where. But we want to make sure But I don't think anyone wants that hanging over their heads. So let's go kill the ship.
She says turning to mist does sound intriguing. Will you be able to do it on the return journey?
Depends on how long we can rest there.
Well, your goal is to sink it to the bottom of the ocean.
Might be a good way for. Okay, here's a thought. It might be good for a good way for us to get in, and then have the War Mother get us out, or vice versa. Actually, no. I think getting the War Mother getting us there, and then using the Windwalk to get us out would be a lot, because we are more likely to want to make a fast exit out than we are in.
It does take 1 minute, which is not a long time in normal circumstances, but could be a long time.
Mm-hmm.
If you will have us, then we would appreciate the lift. However, please do not do anything too rash or like. We don't want any noble sacrifices.
Apparently, you have not read of my exploits about not being rash.
Yeah. I would say we just need to figure out if we're going to use the Windwalk now or later.
Either way, I will follow you to the Dreadnought.
I would say.
Quick question, by the way, out of character. How many people does that affect?
Up to 10 willing creatures.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
In case you get there and, oh, sorry, Lemon. You gotta find your own way. You got wings, right? Okay, good.
He does have wings.
You know what?
Not for 8 hours, though.
Not for 8 hours, yeah.
Actually, with 10 willing creatures, that'd be enough for all of us and the dragon.
That's true.
She goes, I've never been missed before.
What a brand new adventure that'll be.
Is a dragon is a creature, right?
Yeah.
Very
And so long
large
as
creature.
So long as she gives us that consent, I think we'll be fine.
You should always ask for consent.
Indeed.
What?
Never mind. Moving on. Then yes, let's use the windwalk to get in, so that we arrive without having to fight the storm. Because once that thing goes down, I suspect that storm's going to go away with it.
I just wonder, what use is missed against a hurricane?
Oh.
Oh, good point.
Mhm.
Actually, yeah, you might be right there. It might be better to save it for an. 1
Nick.
minute is not that long, and we could probably hold off for if it came down to it.
I was gonna say,
Oh, and
last time we were on the Juggernaut, I remember that Lemon did a great deal of damage to it, all by himself.
That
Yeah.
was several months ago. They prepared.
Well, I'm just saying that Lemon may be particularly useful as well in holding most of this at bay while we're trying to get out.
I'll do what I can.
I think, yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's save the windwalk for what is probably going to be a very fast and hot exit.
That's the way I like it.
Well, we should probably get going.
I'll make
yeah,
sure to
but-
keep that
yes, yes.
The
slot
more
open.
time we spend pontificating about it, the less
Is there
time that
Yes.
we have.
We just need to go. Do we have enough supplies?
Let's get surprised, boys.
Let's look for something explosive. Are there any more grenades around?
I threw the only one we had.
They only
during
made
the fight.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, that was an extraordinary explosive. Do we have anything a little bit more?
You see, Factory and the other gnomes pop their head out of the window, and she goes, "Hey, I'm working on it.
You
No,
have
working on
something-
You have another
anything
one
a
in
li-
6 to 8 weeks."
In the meantime, do you have any regular grenades that are not, abominations upon divinity?
They just
Well,
burst out
we-
laughing.
We have you as a grenade, don't we?
Again.
I thought we already established that he wasn't gonna fade away into dust.
Yeah, but that's what someone would say if they were going to explode soon. I didn't want to panic anyone.
I can assure you, I will not explode physically. Anyways, you didn't answer. Do you have any lesser grenades?
They said no.
They don't even have lesser. Wow, that is.
What exactly is a lesser grenade?
Yeah, what's the point of making a grenade if it's not gonna shoot out fire, lightning, and magical effects?
I mean, it's basically a flashbang if you do it with that.
I'd be happy with just the fire.
Well, it's bone. I don't know if you've ever tried to burn bone before, but it's not very helpful.
I mean, okay. I was just.
Mother Worm does say, magic exists.
I know, but never hurts to have a backup.
Don't you know spells? I think you do.
I do, in fact, know spells.
I thought your
fire
axe.
spells.
I thought your axe was your backup.
Yeah, that too.
Well, yeah. It's always good to have a backup axe just in case. But anyways, are we more than ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Let's get
All
this.
right. Let's rock.
So
Let's do it.
the captain from the dock jumps into the water, and after a moment, the giant bronze dragon emerges from the quayside, and she says, "Hop on." If you're brave enough. And she just gives out a dragon laugh.
Without
this
even
is
thinking,
gonna be
Lilisula just
fun.
jumps right on. Without even
Wait.
thinking, Lilisula just jumps right on. 100% trust.
Murook is just like, you know what? Even if I do die, this is probably the most awesome thing that's ever happened. I want to contextualize this just a second. We are going to be riding a bronze dragon into the eye of a hurricane to fight an undead galleon and then escape said galleon as it sinks into the ocean.
It's pretty rad.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
this is a top 10 moment, I would easily say.
I was trying to find her token, but I can't find it. Yep, so you all get on her back. You all easily fit.
And we listen to Aganos' theme from Killer Instinct
Yeah,
while we're going on our quest.
for 8 hours or however long.
For 8 hours, yeah. Because
It's like
that
it's really exciting at first, but then like it's just kind of normal. It's like,
well, it's like
Right.
Lilisula is doing a combination of holding on and hugging at the same time. The whole time.
How cute.
Murook has entered this weird sort of zen moment where he's like, sure, I'm gonna die at any moment, but I'm riding a bronze dragon to fight essentially a hurricane. I'm
As we
good.
get- As we get closer to the Juggernaut, Lilisula starts to feel a little ill. Uh-oh.
she's over the edge, not on the
No,
scales.
The dreadnought.
I rub Lilisula's back gently to kind of soothe her
Aw.
so she doesn't like, you know.
Because it's not like an illness. It's like her body is reacting as we're approaching to the place.
Yeah, so in the distance you do see thunderclouds.
Yes.
And like you're heading in that direction. Mother Worm just says like, can't miss it. And she gestures her head that way.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that the giant raging storm is where we're heading.
Just after some time, as you getting closer, she's like regaling you with stories. And it's like easy to hear with her booming dragon voice. And all of a sudden she's quiet, and her eyes narrow as another flying creature approaches you.
Mhm.
And you see a giant flying rock that's ROC with a rider on board.
Yeah, not a boulder,
Not a boulder.
giant bird.
Are they hostile?
Extremely.
They're definitely hostile.
Ah, good.
Yeah, there's a half-orc warrior riding atop it, and it's coming your way.
Does it
Can
look
we-
angry?
Looks very angry. The orc is raising their weapon.
I cast Hunter's Mark on it in advance.
Okay, Murook, here is an indicator as to their hostility and intent.
Oh no.
And size.
That's a big old bird.
For the audience, I shared a picture of a rock carrying off an elephant.
Okay.
Ah,
So, pretend that this rowboat is a dragon.
can do.
Oh,
A
wait.
dragon is a creature. I just saw that, Crispo.
Which order do you guys want to be? Veriphys is not here. And Chris, which animal do you bring along?
I put the mark on the rider.
No, your companion.
You have to do that
Oh,
during your. You have to do that during your turn.
Yeah, we're flying, so we're doing Fernando.
Yeah, she'd be flying. Besides
I
here.
should-
Right, let's roll for initiative as the rock comes closer and their intent is definitely hostile.
See if this actually works this time.
Is that a person on them?
Yes, there's a humanoid figure. Like riding the rock. It's an orc riding a rock.
But I have my initiative is 21.
Well, that will help.
Between the two, who has the least XP? Because I want to put my hunter's mark on that one.
XP.
What does this
HP.
XP speak of?
Okay, is that everyone?
Is indeed.
Okay.
Alright, what music
Lilisula's up first.
Yeah.
Rowboat is basically Dragon Mom, right?
Yeah, pretend that rowboat is the back of the dragon.
Okay.
We strapped it
Like,
to her back for easier riding.
I think how we'll do this is just pretend you're on like the dragon's token.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
This is like a zoomed in view. So you're
Yeah.
like right there.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotcha.
Right, well, so let's return first.
Okay. Lilisula's gonna whip out her crossbow. And she's gonna do her best. So she's gonna take her shot.
Right, and you can target the human, the orc, or the rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna target that the rider.
Okay.
And so she takes aim, and she wait, hold on. Oops. Oh, okay, never mind. I was just making sure that I didn't have sneak attack active because we can probably count them being adjacent.
Yeah, they're
Because they're on top of each other.
5
yeah.
feet. So you're trying to hit the rider.
Yep.
17 will miss.
Oh, really?
You're not accounting for the wind.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And that's all I can do.
Right, Murook.
Would you say that half orc looks very wise?
Well, I mean, they don't have a big flowing beard, if that's what you're asking.
Let's try.
You know what? We're gonna do something interesting.
Isn't everything that we do interesting?
Alright. I'm just gonna make sure I'm close enough for this, and I'm just right. I'm gonna
She's
cast
over there.
hold.
That was good.
I'm gonna cast hold person on the half orc. She has to roll a wisdom DC 15.
Okay. She rolls a 10.
He is not paralyzed.
Okay.
And that's a concentration spell on me, by the way. I'll take care of that.
So while she's still holding on to the reins of this creature, so she doesn't fall off.
And she does a check at the end of her turn, a wisdom check to see if she's still paralyzed.
Okay. Just her turn now. So she rolls a wisdom.
Yes.
18.
Well, at least it skipped her turn, one turn. I
And
can
yeah, so
live
just
with
for a moment, she like tenses. Then she just immediately like shakes it off, and she's like angry. It's like, "Urgh."
Well, I mean, we have a whole list of people who can do a lot of things to you before she can do anything to us. So, spell slot well spent, I say.
Mother
Good
Worm
as
says, it's like, I would engage in combat, but I fear you would fall if I do.
And though, I don't
Which
know,
direction
focus
shall I
on-
fly?
Let's see here.
Say, for me, keep it away. Let's keep away from it.
Well, we don't have. Well, I would say we need to keep the distance that we are right now.
Let's maintain evasive maneuvers and give them the broadside.
I like the way you
Yeah.
speak, Lilisula.
You know what? Lilisula basically has it. We just.
Yeah. She goes,
Keep
she says that, keep my distance, and she keeps a consistent distance away from the rock.
We don't need to. If we get too far away, we can't do anything.
Oh yeah,
If we get too close.
sorry. Yeah, since they were flying towards each other, she kind of like makes a broad turn and like tries to keep up. So let's say kind of like this now. Heading to the west, heading in that direction.
Okay. So we'll be measuring from the dragon when we're doing attacks, right?
Yeah. It is for
Okay.
if you can hit the rock, you can hit the rider. So don't worry about
Okay.
those like those spots. Alright, Zyzzyx.
Zyzzyx is going to cast a spell called Ice Storm.
Ooh, it's a good one.
Yeah. So let me get I put it up there for your reading pleasure while I grab our homunculus.
You are extremely high in the air, and this is hitting the ground.
Okay.
Like the book even says you're about
Oh,
like
this.
50 feet in the air at this point,
Oh, okay.
just so you know.
Well,
I mean, I would even say, like, since you're riding a dragon, like, she's, like, in the, she's way high up.
okay, so I would probably, yeah, boo. Okay, so maybe I won't do that.
I think it also wouldn't be chasing after the creature as well. So
No, it would only do the one time. I know
Yeah.
it wouldn't keep him in it.
Yeah, just imagine this fight is, like, we're moving. And we're just keeping...
Yeah, but it only has an instant effect. Like, it happens one time and that's it. So that part wouldn't really matter.
I mean, could
But
you
I
target the
gotcha.
creature itself and have it hit the creature?
Yeah, it's only an area. But I'm going to keep a slot and I'm going to use Blight instead.
Like,
So that's a range of 30 feet. And I'm going to do that on... Let's do it on the rider. I think that makes a lot of sense. So, they have to make a Constitution save, and of DC 15,
he
37.
rolls an 8.
Then he is going to take 37 necrotic damage, unless he is a plant.
Well, she is green. But if this is a Warhammer orc, then you can make an argument, maybe. Because aren't they, like, made of
They're
or
fungus.
something?
They're
Yeah.
fungus, yeah.
And while fungi aren't plants, but I mean, mystically speaking, I believe
Close
it
enough.
would work.
Close enough. And that is my turn.
Alright,
right.
Selena.
So I'm going to retroactively not cast Hunter's Mark because I was just kidding when I said that, even though I rolled. What I'm going to shoot ensnaring strike onto the rock itself, and a strength check, or otherwise it's going to be ensnared, and it's going to have to be ensnared, restrained, causing it to fall, and then it and all the riders will have to take 50 feet fall damage into the water.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, that's evil.
Okay,
I
so
love
you're
it.
doing it on the rock. Do a strength save, you said?
Save of 14. So it gets 5 damage plus whatever falling damage it will have to incur.
No.
So it does roll a 22. It is
Why does
pretty strong.
Fair.
I don't know why it rolled advantage. It said never roll advantage. But yeah, it rolls a 22.
Alright. Fernando comes up and just like claws at the eyes of the rock. Hold on.
That would have been good though. This thing had a +8 strength.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, +9.
Claws on the rock's eyes. And then that concludes my turn.
Yeah, 19, 11. It does hit. Right, 11.
All right. According to this, they are 30 feet away, which is good. I am going to cast one of the least used, almost least used cantrips on the
Skylight.
rider.
Oh.
Yeah. I cast True Strike. No. I cast Gust,
Okay.
Okay.
which
Oh.
one medium or smaller creature that you choose must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed up to 5 feet away from you, which hopefully is enough to maybe
Enough.
get him off.
Knock her off the rock.
Yeah, DC 15 strength saving throw.
Yeah, like this rock looks big, but it's mostly wingspan.
That makes sense.
So you're targeting the person.
Oh.
Yep.
Strength. Jeez. This one not as strong. Rolls an
Oh,
11.
It is pushed 5 feet. Whatever that translates to, I leave it up to you. No damage involved.
She is holding on to the creature. But I'm gonna basically.
Make it interesting.
I mean, if she failed it, that means she must let go.
Yeah.
She's basically holding, like, she's like Shadow of the Colossus in this rock, hanging on from the feathers in the back, and she kind of loses her grip for a moment. So I'm gonna say she's prone.
Okay.
So,
That's fair.
Good enough?
I don't mean to interrupt. Like, for my ensnaring strike, I was actually supposed to fire my arrows twice at them. Like, it's supposed to be like if I successfully hit the creature. So it's like not an instant thing,
Okay.
but it was a bonus action. So is it okay if I like retroactively re-roll those two things?
Yep. So you're doing like 2 normal attacks.
Yeah, just 2 normal attacks, and whichever one hits, that's the ensnaring thing that should have failed. That did end up failing, but it got those 2.
Does a 30 hit?
Yeah, it does.
My God.
Like, what was that thing? It's like it did. Like, does a 41 hit?
34.
All right, so the rock takes some damage.
That's a 31 hit. What do you think?
My apologies for reading the spell wrong.
That's fine.
Say it again, but this time slowly.
The rock flies above the dragon, tries to pluck one of you from its back. First, it's gonna just peck at Selena, since you have the bow. Takes 21. You take 16 piercing damage.
Ouch!
I don't know why this is said never roll advantage, but it's still rolling advantage. I don't know why. And then she will. The rock will attempt to grab you with your talons. So 31. You take an additional 23 piercing damage. or slashing damage. Or sorry, 27 slashing damage. And you are grappled in her claws.
Selena just took a heck of a lot of damage.
It's a big angry bird.
Being grappled by a dragon, it's no fun.
By
Or
rock.
rock.
You
Just-
are
Either, probably.
A strength thing to see if I can break out of that grapple.
on your turn.
Now, can I ask a quick question? For the
Yeah.
purposes of this, would you say we're within 5 feet of this guy now?
Well, they're prone, so I should be able to get my thing. Oh,
But you have to be within 5 feet, otherwise the attack rolls at disadvantage.
No, you're not. You're not right next to it. In fact, it's almost like you're looking up at them, but you can still see them. But Lilisula, it's your turn now.
okay.
Well, you know what? Seeing as 120 flight speed, it's gonna maneuver back over here. The dragon will take a swipe at it with its bite. See if it hits it, but will miss. Technically, Fro would get an attack of opportunity too, so if you want to roll. 9 will miss. Okay, so Selena is over open ocean.
She's been in worse situations.
Oh, sorry, Selena, your turn. Not, I mean, Luke's still here.
So,
And,
Okay.
Lilisula's going to take a shot at the rider who is now prone.
it will. The problem is, since we're far away, you actually get disadvantage.
Why?
Prone targets at range are actually harder to hit because they're lying on the ground.
Oh, well, I mean,
Isn't that dumb? It's true though.
okay, we'll take your pick.
23 will hit. For 11 piercing. Okay.
And then that'll be all I can do.
Alright, Murook.
Shoot. I could do something, but what was it? Okay. Okay, let me try. I think I might be able to try something. Okay, Jay, I'm going to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Could I, in theory, Misty Step over to the rock? We are within 30 feet of the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you had to jump onto the dang thing, wouldn't you?
Jumping, I don't know if you've noticed, but jumping in 5e sucks.
I mean, yeah. The reason why you couldn't.
Then, as a bonus action, Murook's going to Misty Step over to the rock.
Love it.
Now, I'm not saying you'll be able to hold on automatically, but you can attempt to. Alright, give me... Let me see here. Either athletics or acrobatics.
23.
23. Alright, yeah, you're able to grab a good foothold as you blink off the dragon onto the rock's back, right next to the prone, right next to the prone orc.
All right. And as such, I'm just going to, you know what? Do I want to be clever?
First time for everything.
No, stick with what you know.
You know what? Yeah, let's stick with one. I'm just gonna attack it at advantage 2 times.
Was that Misty Step a bonus action?
Yes.
Do it one-handed since you're holding on to the rock.
Oh. Okay. Shoot. Hold on. Okay. One hand.
I'll still count that crit, but you have to do it one-handed.
Oh, I crit. Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
One-handed. All right.
I thought when you roll damages, it shows you both one-handed and two-handed.
On your character sheet, it does.
Ah,
Since that's a crit, I roll that again. Or do you want to just double that as is?
No, you roll the D10 again.
Oh wait, hold on. That should be D8. Ignore those. I get the wrong thing.
Oh, we get -2.
Okay, so yeah, let's go. So 6 plus.
When you get a crit,
9.
you don't count the proficiency twice, do you?
No.
Okay.
The second roll was a 6.
all dice roll twice.
There's a 6.
Okay, so 6 plus
Is it 12?
9 minus 5. That's 10 damage, I think, total.
Yes.
That's for one attack because you crit. So you can roll again.
Yeah. At advantage.
Two hits.
Okay. For 8 damage.
Did that roll the crit damage?
That's not. I didn't crit.
Oh, sorry, you didn't crit. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Yep, dirty 20.
-8. Okay. She will get herself back up. You position yourself. Turn to you, Murook. And I want you to roll wisdom saving throw. As she yells at you.
Is this being charmed or frightened?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
It's an enchantment. She's casting command. She tells you to release.
Okay, then. Yeah, that's just. Merc just gets this look on his face like, sure, why not? And just let's go.
Okay, so. Wait, hold on. Oh, it can't harm you.
Oh, wait, hold on. And gets a look on his face and said, then he goes like, wait, that would be bad for me, so no.
You let go. You let go of your sword. It flies off the edge into the ocean.
No.
Dragon Slayer sword? Really?
Fernando flies to catch it.
You release your grip from the sword because you like you can't cause harm to yourself.
Yeah, like it can't tell you. The spell can't tell somebody to jump off a bridge, kind of thing.
Yep.
Sarah's not happy that you lost your sword.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry.
Oh, I am pissed.
Maybe it's a different sword.
But it's a Dragon Slayer longsword that's just gone. What the hell?
Maybe next season we'll have an underwater adventure, and it'll just somehow just float down from nowhere.
Okay. Right.
I am. This half orc is now dead. It doesn't know it yet.
You're gonna make it go down there and find it.
Yeah, I'm going to have a very. Oh, thank you for reminding me about that. We'll put a pin in that. We'll come back to that in just a second.
I want one of you to make a dexterity, acrobatics roll, as you reach out and try to catch a sword as the dragon flies underneath the rock.
Lilisula is probably the best one to do that.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, I think so.
You're able to catch the sword.
Aw. I mean, I'm glad you did, but I was about to jump off and be a killer whale and go swim after it.
And now you are directly below.
Oh, he's gonna poop on us!
However, we are in the optimal position to get Selena.
No, it's more like Lilisula caught it without even really looking, and because it was like an instinct for a moment, because it's the Dragon Slayer sword. What if it nicked Mom? Okay,
Alright, good point.
Like with that, Brice, you'll know what I'm talking about, and Bo, you're probably gonna know what I'm talking about. The dad reflex,
Yeah,
where it's the dad reflexes where your body acts before your brain can.
Yep. You don't even realize you saw your kid falling.
Yep. But your body had it.
Yep.
You caught him.
She calls out to the rest of you. She says, "Hold on for dear life." And she basically does a barrel roll as she attempts to grab Selena from below the rock.
Ooh.
With her with one of her claws.
Oh man, I was going to plan a great escape.
Right, and the rock and her are basically going to do a strength contest.
Mom's gonna win.
Oh, Mom critted.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just barely. So the Selena, you are now grappled by
My mom.
Dragon Mom.
I had it under control.
Jeez, Mom. Under control. Hey, you can thank me later, little one. I know. She goes, I know you did.
I could have done that myself.
On the plus side, you're now ranged from the rock and the rider, so you can attack them. And grappling does not affect your attack rolls.
Yeah, I was gonna do something really cool. I'll tell you guys what it was going to be after my turn.
I mean, I do enjoy a good Chris crazy RP thing. I'm sorry if I ruined it. But Zyzzyx is your turn.
Alright, Zyzzyx is going to turn himself into a giant eagle. I don't know if we've ever even seen that one. Why is my hit points 1? There is. You know what?
It's because we haven't used it before, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you've turned into anything flying yet.
Nope. I believe you are correct. So apply.
I don't think you
changes.
could until
Okay.
we were on the boat last time.
So yeah, okay, gotcha. So they're not super strong, and I think this might be the only flying other than elementals I've got. But anyways, we're here for funsies. So I leap off of the dragon and transform into a giant eagle, and so let's see, flying speed of 80. Yeah, and I want to come around and peck at the rider.
Okay.
And I make 2 attacks, one with its beak and one with its talons. So I'm going to try to beak it for a 23.
Pick it.
Just speak it.
For 6 piercing.
That's a hit.
And then I'm going to try to slash it as well for a 13.
13 will miss.
Alright, so I pecked on its head and missed with my feet. And that is, I guess, if we're still able to, trigger opportunity attacks even though we're in the air, because if it comes out of range, it comes out of range.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna kind of just stay pace with it with the rider and rock here, and that's my turn.
Right. Selena.
All right, so I'm still not. I could still fire even though I'm grappled, right?
You could try to climb up to her back. She kind of will help you that, or you can just like fire from her hand.
I'll fire from her hand. I'll fire twice, and then I'm also gonna do that ensnaring thing again on the rock.
Okay.
Murook
is on it.
Yeah.
Murook will survive. And
Murook will survive. I just kind of see him like a rock on the water, just skipping along and then stopping.
Alright,
And
so
then this killer whale diving in because it's Zyzzyx.
the 22 does hit. Actually, they both hit. You're in the rock.
yeah, I'm going after the rock. Fernando misses.
Minus 10. Then I have to do a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw of 14. Otherwise, it's gonna.
Don't worry, Murook. The rock is very strong.
For once, I'm rooting for the rock.
Rolls a 19.
Okay, good.
Damn.
I don't feel like falling into the ocean today.
Like a rock.
So here's what I was going to do. Before Mama Dragon. First I was asked, what time of day is it?
Like midday.
Midday, and underneath the rock, is it like shaded light, dim light, or is it still pretty light?
I mean, you would be under it, so like it would be a little bit of darkness, yeah.
Because I had that cloak of the bat, I was going to use my advantage on strength roll to break free of his grasp, and I had 40 flying feet. I was going to fly as fast as I could up from underneath the rock to land on Mama Dragon's back, like in a dramatic fashion. Because once it reached the sunlight, I'd be at like falling, but like at an arc, and I was going to try to arc myself onto her back.
Cool.
Falling with style.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It sounds like you got a lot of rolls to make.
I didn't get a chance to do that, but that's what I wanted.
Alright, but Lemon is your turn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's no worries. That's it. Is the rock say within reach?
Yeah, you'll be able to like try to hit its feet, basically.
Okay. Hello, Shin. Okay. Hello, Shin.
Yeah. You're still underneath it, but you'll be able to like do an upward swing.
Oh, thank goodness for you.
Oh shit!
Both those hit.
Ooh, max damage on one. So 29 damage, bludgeoning.
me see something about his health.
And it's at the leg that grabbed Selena. Take that.
Kind of lets out like a caw. So it is basically gonna let out its wings, just kind of fly backwards like this. I know I said we're heading the other direction, but this is easier because they're facing that way. So technically the eagle and the bird can... Fernando can attack. I forgot, Selena. See.
Fernando's attack, he missed. A 9 would not hit him.
Okay. But the eagle and the buzzard can get an opportunity attack.
Awesome. Alright. 18.
You will hit.
10 slashing.
And 25 will hit, 11 slashing.
Alright, so it spreads out its wing, kind of like comes behind the dragon. Start coming in from behind.
Uh-oh.
Just start attacking Mother Worm.
Why would it do that?
Does 30 to her. The other one will miss. Right, Lilisula. Dragon is now... The rock is now behind you.
Okay. So... Seeing,
I'm taking a picture of this. This is too cool a battle not to...
Yeah. So, when,
I would say since it's right behind you, you can melee attack it. You're that close now.
okay. Alright. So she runs, Lilisula gets to, where she can swing real hard, as hard as she possibly can. But she's going to do first attack with the scimitar speed. Oh, it's not going to miss. Or that's not going to hit. Second attack.
Are you attacking the rider or the...
Son of a... It doesn't matter now. Because I rolled the same number twice.
I mean... Like, it is tricky. Attacking from the back of a dragon.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's the trickiest thing that's ever happened.
Okay. Is that your turn? Right, Murook.
Well, first thing right off the bat, Murook is pissed, so he goes into a rage.
Okay.
So that also means
Wild magic!
Mr. Flump appears.
Yeah!
Everybody loves Mr. Flump.
Womp, womp, womp.
Flumpimus Maximus.
And he appears within 30 feet of a creature, so he's going to do this. He's going to do it right here.
Do whatever you
Well,
want.
actually, no. He's going to do it right here so that it hits this guy. And at the end... Is it at the end of my turn? That's a big question.
I mean, it just happens, I think. As a bonus action, you can make it, you can use it, it says. So you can't... Oh, yeah, so, yeah, you can work this time, and as a bonus action, your next turn, you can make it explode again.
Okay. But you see, it's not going to be that easy. See, Murook essentially grabs the rock with both his hands and then uses his trunk to push the orc off the edge.
Okay, let's do a strength contest.
And I get advantage on it. Actually, this is a push action. Wouldn't that be an attack roll?
Look it up.
Yeah, shove is what you're looking for.
Okay.
I mean, it is hanging on to it for dear life, so you probably won't be able to shove it off, but you may be able to loosen its grip.
Alright. If you want to do a strength, I still that's fine too.
I mean, it's the same thing as it's a strength contest. You make a strength versus the target's strength or dexterity.
15?
12.
He's going off the edge.
It's prone. That counts as... It's hanging on. Like, you push it, but it's hanging on.
Okay.
You're not grappling it. You're just trying to shove it.
Yeah. Would that count as would that count as my full action or just an attack?
I think technically that's your entire move, but you can make one attack.
Okay. I just do an unarmed strike. I don't have time with my trunk.
Okay.
I just thwack it with my trunk.
Have you ever done that? Have we ever seen you do that?
No. This is a first.
Yeah.
Unprecedented trunk attack.
And since he's prone, I get advantage on it.
Yep.
So undignified, though.
26 hits or 27 hits.
Yeah.
It takes 7 damage. As I just thwack it in the head with my trunk. Just a thwack her in the head with my trunk.
So like, you whack it. Her nose is just bloody. And like, she just says through like a broken nose, like, "Curse you non-believers! May Talos smite you!" And she...
Been there, done that.
She grabs the reins and kind of turns the rock around. And Murook,
I'm already gripping the rock with both my arms anyway.
Yeah, so as it turns, begins to fly away, you kind of like let yourself go, and Mother Worm catches you in the air before you as you like start to fly backwards. And she says, "Don't worry, little one." And the rock will retreat back towards the storm.
And freaking flying chicken. I should have firebolt. Can I firebolt it before Alan? So
Sure, its tail's on fire as it starts to fly away.
Hey, you didn't even roll for that.
Yeah. It does no damage, it's just on fire.
Well, it takes 14 fire damage on the way out.
Okay.
Now, why did it even attack us in the first place?
Well, it's a Talos cultist. And Talos very much hates us.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Feelings mutual.
They're so
yeah.
stupid, actually. So.
I have a question. Underneath Mama Dragon, is it dim light or not dim light?
Dim light.
Okay, so I release myself from Mama's grip and I fly underneath her using my claw of the bat. I hug the dim light.
She goes, cool.
Yeah, everyone is so impressed.
And Fernando's flying with me too, so I'm flying with a dragon and
And
a
a flump.
condor.
Hell yeah.
And a flump.
Flump and an eagle.
Oh, the font goes away as my rage goes away.
Lilisula, you have the Dragon Slayer sword in hand.
Oh. Yeah, I hand it back to Murook.
Thank you very. I pat Lilisula on the head.
Keep track of your things. This could have hit Mom.
My apologies. I did not I didn't quite have control of myself at the time, and if I ever run into that half orc again, they're going to get a very up close and personal lesson that you don't mess with the barbarian's weapons.
I got a feeling we're gonna meet them very soon.
Oh,
We'll plan to send them to their god.
You haven't done
Oh.
Lilisula's voice in a while. Like, this is like...
Yeah, I know. I realized I hadn't been doing it for so long. So, like...
Hold on, Crit needs to rejoin.
Okay.
Our backup of a backup.
Yeah.
Every time
No,
we're
I realized I
recording-
hadn't... Yeah. I hadn't done it for a long time, and I'm like, I should probably bring it back. I should get into character.
You did earlier.
I'm not very good at doing girl voices because I'm not a girl and I have an Adam's apple. So
No excuse.
Do it. Do the voice.
have you not? Sorry, I got licorice in my mouth. Hold on.
red or black?
Red, and I got purple with me too.
What? Wait, what? Is that grape flavored?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Craig is not even responding, but we have recordings going, so it's okay. Alright, so the rock and its rider flying away, cursing you while its butt is on fire. She goes, well, the worm just goes, we must be getting close. And in fact, the storm worsens as we approach. Make whatever preparations you need. This is going to be a bumpy ride. As in,
You know,
Selena has taken a lot of damage.
yeah. I'm actually going to use something that I hadn't used in a while for myself. I'm going to use one of my bolstering magic to give myself back a spell slot, hopefully. Nope.
So allowed to take a short rest while flying, or no?
That didn't quite work right.
There's no time to take a short rest, but you do whatever healing you need to.
That did not roll right. Hold on.
I have no healing potions, so therefore, I will rough it out.
Okay.
Maybe I think I might have one. Let me see.
No, hold on. I have plenty of natural ones.
Oh, okay.
Give yourself let's see, 30 hit points back.
There you go.
We probably have a potion of healing. Hold on.
Nope, too late.
I'll check.
I just take a raw 30 hit points back.
Would you say
Selena.
Would you say this is a celestial ability you have?
Yes.
At least Sula winces a little bit while this goes on.
You okay over there?
I'm fine. I don't know what's going on.
Can I roll insight on Lilisula?
I'm just RPing. It's not a big thing. It's nothing really to worry about.
Okay.
To thank Lemon for the healing, she gives some of the finest jerky that was for Rudy.
Thanks.
Zyzzyx, are you remaining to be an eagle?
I am. I'm going to be an eagle to fly alongside. if anyone wants to ride on me, they can.
The dragon climbs on.
Oh no!
I believe the only person who could ride you without causing damage is Lilisula
Or the gnome.
or
Yeah,
or Selena.
Sarah says Fernando winks at King Zyzzyx in eagle form.
King Zyzzyx tips his crown. He grabs it with a talon and tips it. I don't know how that works physically.
It's like the lady.
I don't even want to know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know how he reaches that high.
Yeah, so as you approach the storm, you see a tornado form in front of you, like a water tornado. And Mother Worm does her best to try to avoid, but you're hitting some rough weather. What does each of you do to not fall off?
Using my coiling grasp tattoo, I am gonna wrap the tendril around like one of Mama Worm's horns, so I'm not hurting her.
Right.
I hug the dim light still, and I'm floating above the worm. I am not inconvenienced in the slightest.
Well, if you are flying outside of her, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okie dokie.
Is it rolling? 24. Okay, so you have your bat cloak, and you're able to just find the rhythm of the chaos. You're able to stay above the water. Lemon, what do you do?
Sarah says, "I'm Batman."
Yeah.
I'm on the dragon, I am assuming.
Right. So give me a either athletics or acrobatics. Let's try to hold on. And Murook, you doing the same?
You know, could I use shape water to like freeze myself to her back? To the
I
dragon's
don't think
back?
shape water lets you change temperature.
Yeah, like
Yes, it does.
how would shape water?
Yeah, shape water freezes the water. Can freeze a 5-foot cube of water, and you can shape it beforehand.
Okay. You're on a dragon. You're not on the water.
Could you travel back in time and use shape water on this patch of water that the sword fell on?
No, I was wondering if I could pull the water from the storm.
From 5 feet, from 5 feet of you. And you want to do what?
The range is 30 feet.
Okay.
I can pull a 5-foot cube.
And you want to freeze yourself to the dragon?
Yeah, like shape it and like I take like I pull like about a 5-foot. I pull enough water so that I can like shape like a curve over myself.
Okay.
And freeze it.
Okay, so Lemon holds on for dear life and is able to. Murook, you make some ice boots. A little cold, but you're able to hang on tight as Mother Worm just does her best to stay steady. And Zyzzyx, what do you do in your eagle form?
So I am gonna be flying. I'm gonna fly under Mother Worm to try and use her to block all the kind of weather.
All right, give me a dexterity check with advantage.
All right. Well, those are my rolls.
All right. you unfortunately kind of fall into the water. But since you are a flying creature, you are able to get back out. But
Okay. But I'm cold and gross and wet.
yeah, you're gonna take 20 bludgeoning damage as you hit the water.
Oh.
You skip a few times.
Yeah. But you get through the worst of the storm. But kind of within the eye is like this just dense fog and eerie quiet. And Mother Worm just continues to fly. It says, "Be on the lookout, little ones." And after flying for a few moments, yeah, like Mother Worm is able to keep hidden within the fog. That's mostly like above the ocean. So you are able to approach the dreadnought undetected. But after a moment, you see the ship come into focus. An armored dreadnought made of metal and bone plows through the fog, driven by banks of bone-like oars. Flames leap from the brazier mounted to its manifests, and its ragged sails are stitched from worn leather. A giant skeleton clutching its halberd is lashed to its bow. And as you get closer, if you recall, there's a kind of a green flame on one of the sails, one of the lookout towers. I forget what it's called. And once it sees the dragon, it shoots out a fireball directly towards Mother Worm, hitting her square in the belly. And she goes, "It's dangerous for me here, little ones. I'm gonna place you down on the deck. Remain hidden until the ship is sunk."
Roger.
We're making our way down. Murook tries to do one more clever thing.
Okay.
I once again using shape water. I take the ice that I had used to keep me attached to the dragon. I then, unfreeze it and shape it, which I think I can do. Maybe. Ooh, that's a good question. And then I shape it. I used all that water that I took, which I would say is about a 5-foot cube of water. I shoot a giant spike, and then I just let it drop on the ship.
Okay.
And let gravity take its course.
There's now a big spike of ice in the ship.
Would you say? How much falling damage do you think that would cause? How much damage do you think that would cause to the ship?
1d6.
How high were we?
Okay, 2d6.
All right then.
It would probably just be lodged in the
All the bones.
in the wood, the bones.
2d6 roll snake eyes.
Well, I'm just making sure everyone's on the map here.
I just thought, okay. Well, the ship took 5d6 damage. It took 5 damage.
Yeah.
I thought I was.
It was a fun idea.
Yeah, you just need to work on your water bending.
Also, I think we needed to be higher up.
Doesn't matter how high up you were. This thing is like 4 stories tall, made of metal and bones.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't have done it.
So you used shape water or control water?
Shape water.
Okay.
I already had. and already had the water.
Okay.
Right. So on this next map, even though you see the shoreline from the previous version, it is
No,
not.
it's not
it
there.
is-
That's ocean.
Yeah, it is not there. Well, let me just double check what is on here. Okay, let's make sure there's. So Mother Worm is able to get you down to the ship. You're able to jump off, not take any damage. And most of you are familiar with it at this point. Like the floor is just littered with bones, like rusted metal on the side. Last time you were here, there was a number of acrolites that attacked you. And for a moment, as you get your bearings, like nothing seems to happen. The ship seems dead. No pun intended. But from the bones, several spectral forms emerge.
We changed. Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
And these wraths raise their weapon
Brice.
and attack you.
Okay. Rolling for initiative.
Yep, roll for initiative. Am I missing anyone?
We are gonna get some dramatic shit from
Uh,
Lilisula.
Put Zyzzyx somewhere on here because he might come back.
Okay. Oh, you can move him over. Sorry, I have to find the
Where is he?
Uh,
Oh,
if
I
you-
can pull him out of my journal. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
so many music tracks. Where's the one before?
Dun dun dun
Coming out
dun
the
dun
current
dun 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 dun.
This does not have the same hit points.
We didn't take any damage.
I know. There we go. I just hadn't used this token.
Yeah. Oh, I have a. Alright, tell us. There we go. I'm gonna add you, Murook.
I got a 20, but I can take care of that myself.
Right, where is Zyzzyx? You put him on the map.
Well, I'm still kind of flying as the eagle, so I'm kind of flying around. But I popped him on there top left for if I need him. Oh, there's two of us. Oh, there's two of us.
I see.
Ah! What a terrifying experience.
Alright, you can use Zyzzyx to do initiative.
Oh, duh. Yeah, that's what we were waiting on.
Ooh, these rats roll bad. Let's do a cool.
So are we? I know you said the thing about the shore's not there, but are we in just like open water?
Open water.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
around you.
perfect.
Right, Lilisula.
Okay. So as we landed, making contact with the ship, Lilisula like collapses and doubles over for a second and throws up. and when she gets up, her eyes are pitch black, and the first Brice she sees right here, she like raises her hand like she's reaching out to grab it, and fires 3 Eldritch Blasts.
Nice.
First one's a miss. Second one is 25. And third one is 21. Oh
You
wow,
take
that is not a lot of damage. Oops.
Were you trying to tickle it?
She's never used this spell before, so she doesn't know.
3 whole damage. That must not be adding modifiers.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, there's no modifiers listed in that roll.
Yeah.
What's your charisma bonus?
My charisma bonus is +3.
I mean, I trusted enough for it to add it.
No. Yeah.
So if it's not adding it, is that right? Is the fact that she's doing 3 of them like?
Well, I
compensate
get
for that?
3. Yeah, I get 3. Hold on. Hold on. You know what's interesting about this?
I'm actually curious.
Oh yeah, there is no bonus. Oh, it's I think that's from a high. You get the bonus to it from an invocation, if I remember right. So there is no added damage.
Yeah, you need to use an invocation to get a plus to it.
Okay. Yeah, this is a feat you got, so.
Yeah, let's go.
Well,
I
that
got
was
other things I can
definitely
do.
worth not doing sleep damage.
What?
What?
Nothing.
Alright, so if you remember on this deck, there are some ballistas. They're still there. So you see them on the top there and right next to Lemon. You have some catapults that are facing and locked in position to the outside of the... facing to the outside. Alright, so... Come up to Murook.
No, I just rolled really, really low on those
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast beams. I just had my famous bad luck happen. That's all. Because it's 1d10, you know.
Is it going to attack me?
Does a 18 hit.
Shield. So no.
Kind of with like extends his hand towards you and feel the energy about to leave your body, but you put up your shield. Yes. Right, Murook.
Alright, I turned to this guy and I just hit him with my sword. Twice. I'm guessing like 28 hits.
Good.
And a 23.
Both those hit.
Alright.
16 damage.
Yep. It's a bonus action. Does anyone hear me? Check back.
You're also not raging anymore, so make sure that's
Oh.
checked.
That's not up. I
I
made
hear-
sure that was it. You know what? I can do. See here. Can I do something? Fun. Do I want to do something? No, I don't. I'm good. That'll be my turn.
Alright. Bird Zyzzyx.
Is this in the middle here? Is that a crow's nest?
Yeah, that's Crow's Nest. That's where the orb is that's firing at the dragon.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That's why it's not firing at us.
I am going to land and revert back to Zyzzyx there. And I want to be up there. Any problems with that so far?
No.
Okay, perfect. Then I am going to cast Control Water, and that is concentration, and it's going to be a real long one. But I want you to read down to the section that starts Whirlpool, the third to last paragraph.
I will trust you about what you're doing. That's a lot to read.
So basically, first of all, it requires a body of water at least 50 feet square and 25 feet deep. Pretty sure we got that. We're in open water. So I'm going to cause a whirlpool to form in the center of the area. So I'm choosing the center of this boat. The relevant part is that any creature or object is pulled within 25 feet of the vortex is pulled 10 feet toward it per turn. A creature can swim away, but obviously an object cannot. So, the first time each turn that an object enters the vortex, the object takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage, and that damage occurs each round it remains in the vortex.
Okay.
So, basically, the idea here is that every round, this thing's going to take 2d8 for the next 10 minutes or until I lose concentration.
Okay, so where's the whirlpool being formed?
It is there. In the water under the center of the boat.
So you're attacking the boat itself.
Right. I am trying to go ahead and, because the whole plan is that this gets sent to the bottom of the ocean.
Okay.
That's what the quest board said.
So you're kind of like making a water drill at the bottom of the boat.
That's basically a pretty slow acting water drill, but that's gonna stack up.
Okay.
I hope.
I'll keep that in mind.
So since this was the first turn, it was 14 damage for the 2d8. So then basically every kind of, if you want, since the boat doesn't actually have a turn, I'll just remember to roll 1d8 every time it's my turn.
Is it concentration?
It is concentration, so we can have problems with that. And that is my turn. And sorry everyone who's on the boat, but we'll figure it out.
Our fault for not being able to fly.
Okay. Just to remind you, the sphere was bad news. Last time you went to it, it kind of exploded.
Well, I'm hiding on the other side.
It's like going around and around, and you're just like just avoiding it. It's like
I'm playing. You remember Skip It? That's what I'm doing. I'm doing double juts with the sphere.
Okay.
I did forget that, but that's where I am.
Okay. So as you start doing that, the sphere turns its eye towards you.
Yep, that makes sense.
And it's like the fire on it starts to intense, but it's not doing anything at the moment.
Okay.
Intensify.
Okay.
So if you want to stay there, it's up to you.
How far down is it? I want to try to climb down away from the sphere.
I would say 20 feet sound good for a crow's nest.
Crow's nest might be like
30, 50.
30. All right, I'm gonna just start climbing down.
Okay.
So I might be.
I'm gonna say you're halfway down.
Okay.
Okay. Selena.
All right, so I'm going to move over here, and from this position, I'm going to conjure a barrage to get the. It's going to be like a 60-foot cone that's going to attack all the guys north of me. So this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy are going to get hit with this cone. That
yeah, that'll work.
Yep.
Oh, you mean how that'll work? All right. So do I roll? Or do you... Okay, dexterity save. 2, 3, 4. All of them except the one near the back fail. So they take 6 damage.
Nuts. I thought it'd be more. And then Fernando swoops up to the guy in the back who avoided damage and claws at him and flies away.
The bird did more damage than the barrage.
Yep, and he lands on top of the back of King Zyzzyx.
Weighing him down so he falls.
So he could climb down faster.
Okay, here's the legit question.
Yeah.
What is that eagle's flying speed?
The eagle's speed, I think, is...
I mean for Zyzzyx.
Oh, that eagle was 80. 80 is for flying.
When you transform back into a person, I imagine your movement is still used up.
That's actually a really good question.
I think so.
Yeah.
You use up whichever one you used. But if the, it's
They share the movement, so basically what I'm saying is, once you fly up there, you won't be able to start climbing down.
Yeah, so if I flew, say I flew 50 feet, and then I transfer back, I've used 50 feet of my movement, which Zyzzyx gets 30. So Zyzzyx doesn't have any movement left.
Right.
Is that what you're concluding? I agree with
Yeah,
you.
okay.
All right.
Fernando, you still want to land on Zyzzyx?
Yeah, you don't want to be
there.
there. You don't want to be there.
Don't tell Fernando what to do.
Okay.
Fernando, how strong are you? Can you lift me up away?
Alright, Lemon, your turn.
all right. Just to try to make sure we get a little bit easier for that. The storm is essentially following the ship, right?
Yeah, you're
just-
kind of in a... You're like in the eye, yeah.
Just keeping the whole thing in darkness. So let's fix that. I'm casting Daylight, in which a 60-foot radius sphere of light spreads out from a point you choose, and then is an additional 60 feet of dim light. But I'm basically targeting the main mast to just get the main portion of the ship.
Yeah, so basically the entire deck is now in bright sunlight. And all the rafts just kind of wail in pain and distress.
And happily, that is not concentration. Duration is 1 hour.
Okay.
But that's my action, so I can't do anything else.
Right. We're gonna have to come down to Lilisula. Extend its hand. 14 will miss you.
Absolutely.
This one. Come over to Selena. I'm sorry. Selena will take 42 necrotic damage
Oh, jeez.
and give me a Constitution saving throw.
But how much damage does Selena get?
42. You rolled a crit. Rolled pretty good. And then roll a Constitution saving throw as the life is sucked out of you. Six, okay. So you feel this leaving you, and
Oh no, I do my luck my luck ability, so I can roll another d20 and see which one's better.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
You are good.
Damn Skippy.
And I tell you that look, that look.
That would have been really bad. I just want to tell you.
I just really luck spell would work against other people's rolls. So like that rock, it breaking out of that restraint stuff. I would love to like anti-luck him.
Right, does 24 hit Lemon?
Yes,
Okay, you take 24 necrotic damage.
I take 12.
Oh. And do a Constitution saving throw. Okay. So, even though...
Oh, hold on. I'm using a special action. I've
wait,
pretty much...
We do have that aura around you too, right?
that included that. But I've got a thing, I can't remember if I've ever remembered to use it, but I have something called Radiant Soul that allows me... oh wait, no, that's something else, sorry. It's in here somewhere. Oh, Favored by the Gods. Once for a short rest, on a failed saving throw or miss, or attack roll, I can roll an extra 2d4 and add it to it.
Okay. Okay.
So I rolled a 17.
Alright, you are good. This one's actually going to fly up to use Zyzzyx. Floats up. Does a life drain on you, a 15 will miss.
15 will miss.
Alright, so as this torrent of water is just just drilling into the bottom of the ship, you actually, like, imagine if metal could scream. Like, you actually hear like wails of pain, and the figurehead at the front of the ship. You remember, there's a literal giant figurehead. Just starts screaming in agony, and the orb next to you, Zyzzyx, starts to flare up, and will just basically explode on itself.
Okay.
Let's see what it does.
Nothing good, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Me.
So it is 20-foot radius. So basically, the entire crow's nest is gonna be destroyed. But
Everyone in it's really safe, right?
yeah. Oh, I get to use my special dice.
Oh no.
Alright, first, as it explodes, you take... Is that right?
Oh, no.
That was right. You take 41 fire damage.
Oof.
And an additional... $31 necrotic damage.
Oh,
Oh! He warned me.
Yeah.
Alright, so I am gonna make some checks here. I need
Is
to...
Oh,
Get
okay,
a-
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do a dexterity saving throw first.
Okay. And Lemon, yeah, I get to add 3 to that? Or do I get advantage?
You're too high. That's just a 10-foot radius.
No. Okay. 14.
14. You fail.
Oh! Okay, so everything you said is happening.
Yeah.
Alright, so I have to make 2 Constitution throws, and I'm looking for a 21 and a 16. I have to beat those.
Also, the bird has to do it too.
Okay.
So if the Fernando can roll a dexterity. Okay, unfortunately, that's definitely too much to handle for Fernando to handle. I don't think we ever adjusted his HP for level 12. But that definitely is still too much.
Fernando do a puff of feathers.
Fernando, say he flies away, kind of his feather, all his feathers burned off. He kind of falls to the ground, a naked vulture. But he's fine though. He walks up to Selena, like nuzzles her, but Fernando is out of the picture. This
almost is.
This let's see, is he immune to? Yeah, so he will take minus 41 from the fire. Necrotic damage does not hurt him. And I'm going to spare you the falling damage, but basically this crow's nest just got kind of vaporized by this orb, and the orb kind of floats down into the ship. But okay, Lilisula.
Okay. So, in response to the Wraith trying to steal her life force, Lilisula, I still pitch black. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh, so you know the wrap didn't get blown to the ground, so it's actually still flying in the air. So you are alone with this creature.
Yep. Okay, and so we're gonna make sure this is very difficult for this guy, isn't it? All right, first attack, the scimitar speed.
Hit.
That's probably gonna hit, yeah. And second attack.
Whatever it.
Perfect. 37 damage in total.
Okay, so with
She
oh, sorry.
She hits when she hits it, sees that she does damage. She's like, "Soon you will be my thrall."
She goes, yes, mommy, please. Okay, so now that the deck is full of sunlight, these wraths have are having trouble focusing. So as this one tries to attack Murook, it will do so with disadvantage. I'm just gonna turn on disadvantage. So this one raises his hand. 23.
Shield.
Yeah. Well, does it? Will that work?
Actually, no, it never. 18, 19, 20. No, it won't.
Okay, then if you don't, I'll say you don't use it, but yeah.
Well, no, no. No, I still want it. I still want the +5. I have a bad feeling.
Okay, you take 17 necrotic damage. You do a Constitution saving throw.
$15.
15. You're good.
How much damage was that again?
17.
Well, luckily I have a lot of hit points now.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be
getting
heckin'
the
nice.
getting the life nearly sucked out of him is kind of pissed off Murook. Also seeing Zyzzyx almost blown to Kingdom Come also does that, so he goes into a rage, which I believe means we get to roll from the the small fun table.
Return of love.
Nope, my weapon is now force and ranged.
Okay. Is it
Force and thrown.
thrown? Okay.
I can throw it now,
It returns to you.
and it returns.
Turn of the sword. That would have been nice when you dropped it.
Yes, it would have. But instead I got Mr. Flump.
Mr. Flump.
So I turned to this guy.
Mr. Flump.
I turned to this guy who tried to suck the life out of me, and I abuse it of its. And then I proceed to then abuse it of the notion that that was a good idea. $15 hit.
15 does hit.
All right, hold on, make sure rage is in. Nope. 9 damage.
Okay.
And hey, a crit.
$19.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, add to that top one. It didn't add the rage, so that's 11 damage.
It says
To the
2
top
rage.
Not on the first damage.
On the 9.
On the 9.
Okay. Right, so it's starting to fizzle out, but it's still there.
And that's my turn.
So Zyzzyx, you're also prone.
Hey.
Oh, you're also on stairs. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Oh no! If you thought it couldn't get worse, it
Yeah.
gets.
For each stair, you take 3 damage
No, I'm
from
not gonna do
bouncing
that.
down.
But you tumble down a little bit. Oh, how's this work? So if you get your attention here, you basically roll down and you see the skeleton crew with the oars. This hee-ho, hee-ho. And
That's a lot.
they don't quite take notice of you. You're able to sneak back up. But you know they're there now.
That's so much worse. I wish I did not know they were there.
So the one near Lilisula is there, but the one above you is like still like 30 feet in the air.
I see Zyzzyx come back. I'm like, Zyzzyx, are you okay?
Skeleton crew, Lemon, there's so many skeletons.
Oh.
For a moment, I was like, when you said skeleton crew, I thought there was like 20 people, but like, you mean like there's 40?
There's a ton. There are 40. I didn't count them all. There's like 50. Too many.
Actually, this is what happens.
It's not really a skeleton crew, is it? It's like if there's a lot of people.
This is what happens in as you roll down, you know, they all stop. Their skeleton heads turn to you, and a few of them like reach out for you and start to head up the stairs. But the sunlight beaming down is just too much for them. Like it physically hurts them,
Thank goodness.
and they like recoil back. And like one of the head skeletons that are beating on a drum in the front just goes like, "Back to work, you lazy bones!" And they start to row again. It's like trying to avoid the sunlight the best they can.
You know what'd be nice right now? We had someone that could cast Fireball.
Oh yeah, plus like there's like an opening here that leads down to it, so like they're just the sunlight's just kind of like a laser beam they're trying to avoid down there.
Okay.
At least they aren't ghost cats.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself, and I'm going to cast it out of 5th level. I'm going to heal for 31,
Nice.
and that feels a lot better. And let's see if I have any bonus actions that I could do. Yeah, I am going to, as a bonus action, so this guy here is in the air on a ladder, and this guy is not?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can kind of come like that, and I'm just going under that one guy?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to use a bonus action to try to bite this nasty thing.
Well, that's not a good idea.
Oh, no, these are the things when you touch them, they drain your life, isn't it?
Not if you touch them, though. If they, attack you.
Does a 23 hit?
It will.
I'm biting him for 4 piercing, but since it hit, I'm going to trigger my Hungry Jaws, and I'm going to gain 2 temporary HP.
However, now all of the teeth that you bit it with now have cavities.
Yeah, you have tooth decay now.
I don't think that I had great teeth to begin with.
You have been infected with gingivitis.
He's a lizard. He has like infinite teeth. They'll grow back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Saw his baby teeth.
Perfect. And that's my turn.
Right, Selena.
Alright, I'm going to cast my Hunter's Mark on the one that's directly next to me, and I'm going to slash at it twice with a sword.
Okay. All hits for 11 damage.
Right, and with this one that's a 9, I'm going to do my luck thing again to try to roll another one.
Okay. Will hit.
And I get 2d6 extra damage because I have a Hunter's Mark on it.
Yeah, accidentally remove the health from you. Sorry. It's 11.
So it's 8 damage plus
It's 28 damage total.
10 damage. That'd be 23 damage, right?
No, it'd be 8 damage, 10 damage plus 10 damage, so 28 damage.
No, I rolled another.
You
thing.
re-rolled, yeah, but you re-rolled the hit, but not the damage.
Oh, okay, then yeah. Yeah, you're right. 28 damage. And I am not moving anywhere because the attack of opportunity from this guy.
Okay. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
Yeah, luck doesn't mean you do another attack. It just means you re-roll the hit die.
Understood. I see where my error was.
Right, Lemon.
Where really it? Huh. Okay. Oh well. All right. I am going to smack away at the thing beside me. I'm also going. Well. Yeah. I'm doing smite on any attack that the first attack that hits.
Okay. Alright, both those hit. Man, you're doing good rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 15, 17.
And also roll. All right, an extra 5 radiant damage. So 32 bludgeoning damage, 5 radiant.
5 radiance? Okay. Didn't like that. Right, so it's gonna turn to Lilisula. Try to give you a kiss. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay. Hey, you get away.
Not on the first date.
This one will reach out to Selena. For 21.
That hits.
Right. Selena will take 20 necrotic damage. And give me a Constitution saving throw. Right, you're good. Sun will attack the lemon. 11 will miss. This one will float down and his arm to Zyzzyx. 13 will miss.
13 will miss.
Right, Lilisula.
Well, as though she's in a trance, she attacks once again.
Yeah, the one in front of you is Lizardfolk.
Yeah, that's probably not a hit though.
13 will hit.
Oh. Let's see here.
6 slashing.
Plus my sneak attack, then I guess.
It is next to a.
Oh, it's next to his friend.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. And then the second attack. Oh, thank you. That's good. But that missed, right?
That missed it.
Okay. Well, now we know what their AC is.
Right. Murook. 14.
Miss.
Yes. They just can't see with this sunlight. But your turn.
All right. I am going to. I'm just going to attack it.
Hit.
Oh wow.
For 13.
15 damage. It's barely keeping its form together at this point. Another hit.
That should. How's that?
Yeah, first one of the rats. The wraiths. The Raising Rats. Spears.
That's
Alright.
great.
I then move up next to Lemon. Actually, no, I move up next to Selena.
Yeah, she needs more help.
Let's see if I don't think I have anything else I can do. Let me check though. I'm rage, so I can't cast a spell. Is that an action? That is an action. Okay, then that's my turn.
Alright, Zyzzyx.
Zyzzyx is going to use Summon Draconic Spirit in honor of our missing guests. I didn't
Vulture?
even... No, Veriphys.
Oh.
Where's my dragon thing? And I'm going to summon it right there behind that one. And that is Zyzzyx's turn. And then the dragon is going to go, and he is going to... I'm going to use the... he's going to be a gem-style dragon, which means he's going to have resistance to Force, Necrotic, Psychic, Radiant, and Thunder damage. And I get to share a resistance, and I'm going to choose Necrotic to share. And then I am going to attack the one in front of him with
I like to think that, like, your dragon spirits, this looks like a big lizard with wings.
it's just me.
Yeah. Both wings.
Like, yeah.
No crown though. No crown though.
No crown. That's right.
Right, both of those hit.
Both of those do. Okay, perfect. Then the damages for them are...
Oh, like the actual physical attacks are... Okay, never mind. Sorry. What type of damage is that?
It is... Hold on. It is piercing damage.
Is it magical?
But it's also... It is... Dragon makes its command. It doesn't seem to be. It doesn't say it is magical attacks. I think he's just claws. So I don't think so.
Did you ever get a spell like that says your summons now do magical attack damage?
No, what I've got is that my wild shapes do magical.
Okay. So these are resistant to that damage.
Okay.
So it will.
And it's actually it didn't add it, but it's supposed to be +4. Hold on, +5 to both of those. It should be 1d6 +4 +5 because it's 1d6 +4 plus the spell's level. So 13 and 11. So round that down. 24, 12.
12. Okay. So it did a lot of damage. Still
So
alive,
it says, so one thing about the dragon, it says it's multi-attack. It makes a number of rend attacks equal to half the spell's level rounded down, which would be 2. And it uses breath weapon.
Yeah, you can use a breath weapon.
Do I have to? Because I don't really see a good line that...
No, you don't have to. No.
Okay. I think I'm not going to. I know I'm not going to.
You don't want to use an area of effect spell when he's facing towards you?
Yeah, imagine that.
Right, Selena.
Alright, so I still got the Hunter's Mark on this guy. I'm going to do a double slash again.
Hits. 10. And Hunter Mark. And 11.
21 damage.
Right. Looking hurt, still alive.
Fernando, we're still here.
Lemon, you see that this thing is like just focused on Selena. It's in this weakened state.
It is in its
It's like bearing down on her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, what the heck? I'm going to take the attack of opportunity and go to help out.
Okay, well, attempt to do a life drain. So run away. 15 will miss.
Yay! And let's see. Okay, yeah, good. I will, well, first I'm gonna see if I can just kill it.
Both those hit.
Alright, that is 27 damage, bludgeoning. And I am going to...
Well, that's more than enough. So you see this wrath just bearing down on Selena, about to extract the remainder of her soul. But you run up, smack him in his ghost head, and he just fades into a fog. Explodes.
She's still pretty hurt, so she's also getting a healing word.
The bonus
For an
action.
measly 8. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, Selena gets 8 healing.
Which is... You're at full health again, right?
No, we're at 33, but 8 is Sarah's favorite number, so it means all the health in the world.
Mine too, actually.
Right. Mrs. Lilisula.
Hmm.
The attack misses Lilisula.
Oh. I thought you were addressing me as Mrs. Lilisula. I'm like, I'm not married.
A 10 also misses Lilisula.
Mm-hmm.
Then critical miss for Zyzzyx. Thank goodness for this disadvantage.
Yeah, I will accept it.
Alright, Lilisula.
Okay. So, feeling like there's not a whole lot of things for her to do with this.
The one in front of you seems to be extremely hurt.
So we're gonna do
There's also one behind you that's alone.
do a Dex 15 saving throw for him and him.
Both of them?
Yep.
Sword burst.
Yep. The blades just kind of shoot out of her at every direction and angle.
I've always liked flavoring it for like the blade becomes extra fast and then you just kind of blur as you spin around.
Alright, the one in front of you will succeed, the one behind you will fail.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. That's it.
Do they do damage? Oh, 16?
16 to this one.
Remember, you can also do a free disengage, right?
If I do a direct attack, I think, right?
That looks like a direct attack. It's melee.
That's not
But
a
I thought it
direct
was for my-
attack, though.
I was
It's a
gonna say
scenario
it's for my-
effect.
It's a spell, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
darn.
don't think it works on that. So
Okay.
Yeah. Do you get a bonus action though to attack?
Hmm?
Oh, that's only if you attack.
yeah, it's only if I use my swords. It's
Okay.
fine.
Murook.
All right. Actually, makes his way. Wait, can he use one of the ballistas?
Yes.
He's gonna try and use one of the ballistas to hit. Oh, wait, no, that. Is there anyone he can hit with the ballista? Is what he's wondering.
You can hit all of them.
Then I'm just gonna hit this guy with the ballista.
Let's see, ballista.
Yes. Yeah, essentially what Lemon said. I just kind of run over there to hit it with my...
And what the heck, I'll let you do it. It's already loaded. Reaction to aim it. This time. Which one are you attacking?
Oh, this one here.
Oh, the one from... sorry, this one?
Yeah.
Right, 25, 17 piercing.
Can I, do I get to attack twice since I've had multi-attack?
Oh no. It goes right through him. Damages him a little bit. Still alive though.
Yeah, ballistas. You have to reload, so you can't multi-attack.
Well, do I? Oh, do I have enough? Can I run up to it and use my second attack, or is that just my whole action use?
You use your action to fire the ballista.
Yeah, yes. All right. I guess that's my turn.
You could have thrown your sword.
Oh, I could throw my sword.
Yeah, you could have, but you didn't. Right, Zyzzyx.
Alright,
Both these are looking really, really hurt.
the one that's in between me and the dragon, I'm going to try to Thorn Whip at it for an 18.
18 will hit.
12 piercing.
The vine just wraps around him and just starts to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze until his upper half just whoops.
Love it. Perfect. And then dragon is gonna fly around to this side and take his 2 attacks at this one. A crit into 16.
No dice.
Awesome. And then use its turn to the south and use its breath weapon against that one. And it is going to be to do
Oh, please.
a
Let it be.
dexterity saving throw. And it's not very high, but it's a 7 on a fail. Oh, and the 15 is what your DC is. So 7 on a fail, or 3 on a pass for damage, and the type is radiant because I can choose that. Because it has resistance to radiant, and I can choose it to be radiant.
Yeah, holy dragon. He rolls a 20.
Well, so he is taking 3 radiant damage.
Right.
And let's see. Let me actually. So it's a 30-foot
He just
cone.
burns up in holy flame.
Wonderful.
That is the last of us.
Hope not.
I'm glad, but somewhat disappointed that None of the Constitution saves failed.
Do we become raised ourselves?
You would reduce your hit points by that amount.
Yeah.
Forever.
Like your maximum hit points
Oh,
till a long rest. So that first one to hit Selena was like 50 or something.
Jeezy Pete's.
Like, the reason I said like Lemon, Selena looks hurt. If that would have hit her and like done a lot of damage, it would have killed her, like outright.
No saving throws.
Nope.
Hope you have a diamond for a wish.
I would have felt really bad because this is Sarah's character coming back. Okay, so the last of the wraiths, the wraiths, disappear. You see a burning crow's nest and a bunch of charred skeletons on the floor, and the heave ho of skeletons on the lower decks.
Yeah, let's not bother them.
Yeah, just as a reminder, there is a door.
Towards the back?
Yeah, towards the back and the front.
Oh.
Here, right here. But this is a good place to call it for the night.
Yes, it is, and hooray! We lived for now.
For now.
For now.
And as you look up, you see the rock and the dragon just kind of trading blows in the skies above.
Let's take a long rest on this boat of corpses.
Not a good idea.
I don't think taking a short rest, even a short rest, I don't think would be a good idea.
Well, I'll let you decide that next time.
Yeah. It's getting a wee bit late.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you. That was. I guess next time we got to figure out how to sink the ship.
Yes.
All right. Well, until next time, then.
Yeah, later on, guys.
Answer, I would go below decks and resurrect some of the hull, and then it would just like fall apart, wouldn't it? Because it'd be moving around too much.
I kind of missed all of that, so sorry.
what would happen if we cast True Resurrection on the boat?
Yeah, that's.
It will turn into a flush ship, and you won't want that.
Oh,
No.
that'd be lovely.
horrifying.
No.
The sharks would come and do the job for us.
Yes, that's true.
So most of you came out of that battle pretty good, but Selena and Zyzzyx definitely took a beating.
Now, out of curiosity, what was the is the giant skeleton still just kind of flailing about and
Yeah,
in pain and stuff?
if you would have gone close to it, it would have stabbed you with his
I think that happened to me last time.
Yeah, he has like a big spear. He would have
Yeah.
attack you with.
It can't turn around to face us, but it was kind of like stabbing at you
Yeah.
over its shoulder.
Yeah, and it had a long reach, I think.
Didn't
Well, with
Veriphys like sing to it? Oh, last time that's how you distracted everyone to get out.
Yep. In Draconic, yep.
Okay. All right. Thanks everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
That was a cool
Good night.
aerial battle. I like that one.